Train your mind. Master your wealth. Welcome to Mind and Money. If you're here, you're ready to think differently. Let's be real. Have you ever wondered why some people make money effortlessly while others struggle despite working hard? This isn't just a podcast about money. It's about psychology, power, strategy, and the mindset behind wealth. Before we dive in, I want you to do something intentional. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay until the end. Today's discussion may challenge the way you think. If anything we say sparks a thought or disagreement, drop it in the comments. Now let's begin.
Absolutely. And to start with something bold, wealth isn't about luck. It's about how your mind operates. That's what separates average earners from strategic thinkers.
Let's talk about emotional discipline. Most people react, wealthy thinkers respond. There's a difference.
Emotional reactivity is expensive. If you panic in a deal or chase validation, you lose leverage. Rich men are trained either by experience or environment to detach before deciding. That's psychology in action.
Attachment is often misunderstood as coldness, but it's actually control. If you can't regulate your emotions, you can't regulate your money.
That's a powerful insight.
Delayed gratification, measured responses, thinking long-term, all of this is built into their psyche.
And that's the gap. Most people sacrifice long-term gain for short-term comfort. That's why psychological training matters more than a bank account.
Most people fear risk. Rich men fear stagnation. Big difference.
Exactly. But notice, calculated risk is key. They don't gamble emotionally. They analyze probability, understand consequences.
I see. So how do you reframe that?
They ask, what is the cost of not trying? Rather than what if I fail? Take someone like
Exactly.
Elon
A
Musk.
great example. Imagine two investors. The market drops 10%. One panics and sells immediately. The other studies the numbers, understands the long term, and buys more. 5 years later, one regrets. The other multiplies his wealth. This is why mindset matters more than luck. Rich men control emotions and make calculated decisions. Most people act on impulse. Not everyone can think like this. Some people are naturally impulsive.
I disagree. Anyone can train their mind. Most people simply don't want to.
So it's not just intelligence, it's discipline. And the environment shapes it too.
Exactly. Rich people surround themselves with systems and mentors that enforce this mindset. People thought Elon Musk was insane when he invested his own fortune into Tesla and SpaceX. Most would have considered it reckless.
But here's the key. It wasn't reckless for him. Musk calculated, he planned for multiple outcomes, and he was willing to fail and adapt.
Most people see risk as something to avoid. Elon sees risk as a tool. When paired with knowledge and preparation becomes an advantage. That's a mindset difference you can't fake.
And the lesson? Your fear often signals where growth lies. But you need calculated courage. That's what separates average thinking from strategic thinking. Now, I want to ask you, if you had Musk's opportunities but average fear, would you risk it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Someone asked, is wealth about opportunity or is it about mindset? Here's the truth. Elon Musk didn't just inherit wealth. He took calculated risks and trained his mind to think long-term. That's why he built companies while others waited for luck. And fear is strongest when information is lacking. They reduce fear by increasing knowledge. They read, ask questions, consult experts. Average thinking avoids discomfort. Strategic thinking embraces it intentionally.
That's a powerful distinction.
Exactly. It's about being intentional. Identity comes before income. Rich men think in terms of who they are becoming, not just what they earn.
Yes, self-concept determines behavior. If you see yourself as average,
you act as average.
See yourself as strategic and disciplined. He pauses and your actions follow. Money follows identity, not the other way around.
That's why many lottery winners go broke. Income changed, identity didn't. Wealth requires internal growth before external accumulation.
That's a powerful perspective. And that's psychological training. Habits, thinking patterns, environments, all of it is designed to reinforce that identity.
Let me give you a concrete example. Someone everyone knows, Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. What separates him isn't luck, it's mindset. From young age, Buffett trained his psychology. He developed patience, a disciplined way of thinking, and a laser focus on long-term value. He didn't chase trends. He avoided impulsive decisions. He wasn't swayed by what everyone else was doing. Even today, Buffett is famous for saying, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. His identity as a disciplined, strategic thinker created the wealth, not the other way around.
That's exactly it. Many people think money changes people. But look at Buffett. His wealth is a reflection of who he is, his thought patterns, and his habits. It's a masterclass in self-concept.
And the lesson is clear. Your identity dictates your results. Train your thinking, build your discipline, and the money follows. Your circle determines your ceiling. Surround yourself with mediocrity and you normalize it. Surround yourself with ambition and you normalize growth.
Yes, energy is contagious. Strategic thinkers choose their environment intentionally. That includes media and even social energy.
Psychology of social modeling. Most people underestimate it. It's not just about who you know, it's who you emulate unconsciously. If you're still listening, drop a comment. Do you believe wealth is psychological or circumstantial or both? And this discussion resonates, subscribe, because this is just the beginning. Delayed gratification. Quiet power, that's another difference. Rich men can say no today for something bigger tomorrow.
Emotionally reactive people show everything.
Strategic thinkers move silently. Power is quiet. Wealth amplifies personality, so discipline is critical before money arrives.
Delayed gratification is hard. You see your friends buying new cars,
And you are there calculating compound interest like a mathematician.
Meanwhile, they're posting soft life on Instagram.
But 5 years later, soft life becomes soft bankruptcy.
Yes.
And that's why mindset matters more than luck. Money reflects thinking patterns, not wishes.
Absolutely.
So, do rich men think differently?
Yes, but not because they're inherently superior.
Because they train their psychology differently. Emotional control, calculated risk, identity development, environment management, delayed gratification. Your mind comes before your money. Upgrade your thinking and the wealth will follow.
And for those listening, subscribe, join us weekly, leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue this conversation together. The mind is the true asset.
If after this episode you still want quick money without discipline, then this podcast will stress you every week. Until next time, train your mind, master your wealth. This is Mind and Money. Bye.